Morning. It's a bit of a rush. There's one patch of blue sky right above us and we're desperately trying to pack down before we get another wave of rain, because there is, I mean, it's ominous. We're rushing to get everything out of the tent. Luckily we packed most of it last night, and we'll get the tent down, we'll get it on the roof, and we'll get out of here, and then we'll stop on the roadside somewhere and have coffee. Mertz is already in the car. She doesn't want to be there yet. Hello, good girl. Okay, I gotta go. We're rushing.
We've got a rooftop bag that we pack up on. If you've watched our videos before, you'll have definitely seen it. A lot of our stuff goes inside that on the roof, and it hasn't really had a wet weather test yet, but last night was definitely one. It pissed down. And Alex and I were both a little bit apprehensive about how it would perform if everything would be dry inside, and bloody good. It was one of the best purchases we made for this entire trip. We got it off Marketplace. It cost $30, and it's just been an absolute lifesaver. Like, it saves time, it protects all our stuff from dust, and now it protects it from rain. It's so good. Alex is very proud that she was the one that found it on Marketplace, as she should be. It's bloody good.
We're just over halfway on our drives, 5 hours today. We're in Wyala. There was a bit of leftover mince, so Ollie's making us a burger. We're staying at a farm tonight, and it was only $5 on Hip Camp, which is the price that it should be if you're not providing any facilities. If there's no toilets or showers or anything, $5 is entirely appropriate for us to be on your land for the night. And we paid $20 last night for no showers, no toilets. Man, was it nice to have grass. We've still got just over 2 hours drive, and this wind's pretty chaotic, but it's nice to be in the car instead of out here. Looks like we've got away from the rain for now. Another couple hours left. See you there. Made it to camp. It's quite a beautiful site. We're in like a little valley on a farm. I don't know if you can hear, the owner is herding his sheep at the moment. The dogs are misbehaving a little bit. We've just got Mertz inside still because we don't want her barking to distract the dogs while they're working. But yeah, for $5 for the night, I think this might be all right. It's a little bit tight, and we were kind of limited because there was only a couple of flat sites. I think we're going to see a lot of wildlife, and I think it's going to be quite nice.
Pad CU for dinner. It's a nice quick one. It's too cold out here. It's another wet morning, so we did most of the pack up last night, and we'll quickly smash it out this morning and head off to Adelaide, which will be nice.
Little girl's trying to sneak out. We're just on our drive to Adelaide and we've come across a pink lake. We thought that they were all dried up this time of the year, so we didn't bother like considering them as part of the trek. But it's right here, so let's throw the drone up.
Haven't sat in traffic for a while. It's been almost 6 weeks, 7 weeks. It's odd. Doing like 40 k's an hour randomly.
Lots of braking.
Lots of braking, yeah. Not good in the fuel economy. Mertz over the last couple of days has been pretty limited as far as her games go. Because it's been wet, and this morning she went straight in the car. Yesterday she got straight in the car, so yeah, is that right?
Can we go to the park? Oh yes. It's not the sort of pack up we're used to, is it, Ollie?
What?
But we've got to pick up the camera again. We've gone 3 days with no camera, and it's so bizarre. Thank you for making all that noise. Like, I've gone 3 days without the camera, and we haven't missed it because we've been doing so much. But now we've got to pick it up again and document again, and it's nice to have you guys back. We're hitting the road, and we're hoping that we get a great campsite on the Murray River.
Alright, after our 3 days off, 3 days? Whatever it was, 3 nights. Back on the road, usual errands this morning, supermarket, laundromat, dog wash, petrol. Haven't done water yet, but we are now on our way out of Adelaide, on our way to the Harndorf chocolate shop, and then from there we're looking at about another half an hour to our campsite, so should be a reasonably early setup for us, which will be nice. Then we're just going to kick back.
I'm not sure if we're both just exhausted or if it's a crappy campsite. No, these gums are beautiful. We're by a little dried out creek. Apparently it hasn't run since 1982. Olly's just grabbing stuff down so we can set up, and set up usually takes about 13 minutes, so I'll see you in 13 minutes. Hi.
Hey.
Do you have any thoughts on this place?
It's a little bit far from what we want to be doing.
Hey. No. Come on.
Yeah, we're a little bit far from where we want to be exploring. It's not a bad site. It's right next to like a fairly dusty road, but we've only had one car go by since we've been here. Compared to what else is around, it's probably pretty good. Because like, people on Hit Camp are charging absolutely boatloads for just nothing. There was a interesting looking antiques store back at Birdsville. Was it Birdsville? No.
Birdwood.
Birdwood. Birdsville's further north, isn't it? Birdwood. Formerly known as Blumberg. I don't know when it was known as Blumberg, but we need to look into that because most of the historical buildings had, what was it again? Bird what?
Wood.
Birdwood. It's just, I suppose it's pretty forgettable. Maybe that's why they changed the name. There was no woods, I didn't see any birds either, so no wonder they called it Blumberg. But yeah, there's a op shop there, look pretty cool. Pork chops. Typically they can be dry and they curl up because the fat cap on the side. I reckon it's a really I think pork loin chops are a super underrated cut. So if you get rid of the tough skin, leave a bit of the fatty bit, and then start off by putting the pan on a reasonably low heat, have the pork chop purely on the fat side, and what you'll do is you'll cook that fat, but then you also render out all that fat. I've actually put way too much oil in this pan because I don't really need much. So I cut off the fat and salted these chops about an hour and a half ago. So they should be pretty well seasoned by now. Alex, would you like to video me putting them on their edge? Thank you. That was about 5 minutes worth of just sitting on its edge. It's gone quite low temperature now. As you can see, it's super crispy and delicious. And then you just lay it on its flat and cook it to 65 degrees C. Slice it up. Show you that later. This is just a quick way to smash out heaps of different green veggies. So 5 minutes in the boil, drain them, and then you chuck them back in the dry pan, throw a bit of butter in it, and then just get a bit of brown colour on the veggies. Season it. Delicious.